he's just going to push off my Calliope, which is a good job of him. I actually might be waiting for a Panther right now. I mean, a Pershing right now. I can't remember when I started waiting for a Pershing, but I do get a Pershing this game because I realize I want to use a Pershing. Because even though they're not amazing, and yes, he has another terror officer. I forget what he did. He might have dropped, yes, he dropped Firestorm on this. I did dodge it, however, I missed that on the screen, which is too bad because it would have been awesome to see. Because you can dodge the terror officer's Firestorm thingy if you time it correctly, and if you see it right away, you just back up like that, and bam, moves back, and the barrage falls too late, and no one dies, or one guy dies, and you're cool because you can reinforce. Or not reinforce, which is what I did right there, but I do have two AT guns on the field. I'm just waiting for the King Tiger at this point. I'm a little nervous because I'm not really in a good spot, but I can't push forward. You see, he has dudes in every single building imaginable. He has, I think this is an MG, if not it's Panzer Pioneers, I can't really remember. My Calliope moves over here because he's stupid and wants to die, so I back him away. I'm like, oh no, there's a Panther. And that's not good. I think you're waiting for something. Yes, I think he's waiting for the King Tiger because he's terror. And yeah, I almost have 1,000 manpower, so I will have a Pershing soon. It's probably going to hit the field. Actually, this was kind of a waste because I got extremely lucky. I planted this mine in this random spot a little bit earlier, and he hit it. And I had a rifle squad there to sticky him, so I popped field repairs just because I had a lot of munitions, and I didn't want this Calliope to die, because if this Calliope had died, I would have been in the hole a Calliope, and I wouldn't have had the manpower for a couple of minutes, 2.5 probably minutes, to get it back, because I was calling in the Pershing very, very soon, so I didn't want that to happen. But now my AT gun's facing the wrong way, so that sucks. But he doesn't really have much in the middle. Do I have a sniper again? No, I don't have a sniper. And my Pershing on the field. Pershing, yay. I don't know what these guys... Oh yeah, I'm OPing because I had a lot of manpower and I didn't really want to spend anything on it because I wanted to keep my upkeep low. I did Calliope Barrage right here. That's something important to note late game for Americans. Their unit upkeep is very, very expensive, which means the more units you have in the field, the less your manpower income gets. And if you have too many units on the field, it kind of come back to bite you in the butt because you don't really want a bajillion units when you don't have any means to reinforce them all because you don't have any manpower income. And his MGs are completely cutting up. Look at that. This Wilson squad gets instantly destroyed. So I was kind of laughing about that. That was kind of funny. And yeah, you don't really want that many units as Americans because units as Americans means you don't have as much income. And Wehrmacht have very, very low upkeep, so they can have a lot of units and it doesn't really negatively affect them that much, which is why Gren spam is so effective, because you can still have almost a 300 manpower per minute income and still have like 5 grands on the field, which is cool if you're a Wehrmacht player. So I'm finally getting some vet on my rifle squads, vet 1, vet 1, vet 2. I lost my Wilsons, and I'm probably not going to rebuild them at this point because the bazooka, not really that effective. They can't throw stickies, which means the King Tiger, which is on the field and I finally spot, is not really going to care about a bazooka being shot at it or grenades, because grenades won't do anything to the King Tiger. So now I'm a little worried because I do have 2 AT guns. Do I have 3 AT guns? No, I only have 2 AT guns. I'm going to be building more AT guns though. And I'm Calliopeing. My biggest problem this game was shooting so many Calliopes at his tanks. This is the first one I'm shooting at the King Tiger and the Panther, but you'll notice I shoot multiple Calliopes at the tanks, and that's really not an effective way to use Calliopes. You want to use Calliopes to kill off the support, and then use your dedicated anti-tank weaponry to actually kill the tanks, which is logical, but also kind of not that logical, because people don't like to do that. They just think, because Calliopes do sometimes an insane amount of damage to tanks, which is completely stupid and shouldn't be, and is another reason why Calliopes are overpowered and need to be changed, because they're the only thing the Americans have that's broken, and having broken stuff against broken stuff doesn't make a balanced game. But anyways, enough ranting at this point. Am I shooting another Calliope? No, it'll probably be up in like 10 seconds because that's how quick the cooldown is. I am moving to the left-hand side with these burgers, just trying to harass him. He hasn't planted more mines. His mine planting kind of falls off at the mid-late game. I know my Vet 2 M8 dies. That was sad. But his mine placement kind of dropped off in the mid-late game. He does have Vet 3 on his infantry, but he didn't plant many mines, which isn't too bad because he's the one like pushing forward right now. I'm the one who's running away. I actually see, oh no, there's a huge blob of infantry, so I'm going to move my Calliope and my AT gun away as fast as possible. The AT gun with a sliver of health on its gun, and if the gun dies, you can't recruit, which sucks really, really bad. And I'm not paying attention to this rifle squad over here. I think it dies. And I'm also not really paying attention to my Pershing because I really don't want this AT gun to die. And so he manages to hit a mine, so that slows him down, and then I can shoot him with a Calliope. And this dude did actually survive. I got very lucky. And I do have another AT gun hover on the field. And his King Tiger, he has, where is it? One? No, he's going to build another one right there, but he already has these two, which are both repair bunkers. And that's very, very good by him because I actually right here do something very, very stupid, and I don't really realize it, but I wasn't paying attention to my Pershing, and he kind of ran into enemy territory. And so I popped Allied War Machines, so I got it back right away. But what my opponent really, really should have done right there, if your opponent pops Allied War Machine, there's a lot of P's. They're going to be popping on the audio for a lot. Sorry, I'm also ninja capping, but anyways, if your opponent pops Allied War Machine, don't kill the tank. Get it down to a sliver of health, which is what it was with its main gun destroyed, and then take both your tanks and tell them to attack ground beside the Pershing until the ability wears off. And if you do this, you won't kill the Pershing. The Pershing will be at like a sliver of health when Allied War Machine comes off, and it won't be shooting at you because it won't have a gun. So once Allied War Machine is off, you can tell both your tanks to attack it, and boom, no more Pershing. Your opponent's wasted not only the 175 munitions I waste another barrage on the Panther because I'm stupid, and I actually kill my Vet 2, or I might not have killed the Vet 2, but I thought I killed the Vet 2. This squad probably killed it. I thought I killed my Vet 2 squad, so I was kind of laughing about that, and it made me sad. And my Pershing is being stupid again and moving into enemy territory, so I'm going to pop field repairs and get out of there. So slightly bad tank micro on my part at this point in the game. I'm kind of like, oh, what am I doing? But yeah, as I was saying about the Allied War Machine, just pop, or just tell him to attack ground, and then once the ability wears off, tell him to shoot, and you'll be fine. He is moving in with his Shrek Grand Blob, so I'm trying to run away quickly. These guys are just hanging out, and he does not hit at all, but he finally hits, and he hits twice, and man, somehow it doesn't die. He thought that should have died too because he was backing up. And I hit a mine. Actually, I think one of his Shreks hit that mine. And I'm now down to very, very low health. He's going to be moving in something. No, he's just going to keep shooting at me with his Shreks. But I do manage to kill a Panzer Shrek squad. And I'm going to frantically right-click on the Panzer Shrek, pick it up with my Vet 2 squad, and then run the heck away. He has, where's his Terror Officer? I know he has another Terror Officer. I don't know how many free grunts he's gotten from this medic bunker, but it's probably been a decent amount because I've been shooting medics, but not really shooting them that effectively. And in big battles like that, it's kind of tough to shoot medics. Does he? No, he doesn't have his third yet. I finally realized that I had an idle rifle squad over here, although it does have 3 men. I should have reinforced and got it back in battle because it is Vet 2. Another Calliope barrage going down on these vehicles, which was completely stupid. They did kill repairing pioneers, and they killed both those medics, taking those bodies back, so that was fun. And yeah, I gotta retreat to it. Oh man, these guys outside have been nice. They haven't actually used the hacksaw once in the 38 minutes I've been casting. But now that I said that, they're probably going to start up right away. Maybe it's lunchtime or breakfast time. It's only 10 in the morning. I'm extremely tired. Don't know why I'm casting at this time. But yeah, he's got pretty good map control. Now, he doesn't have good map control, sorry, but he does have a dominating presence in the map. And this is the point in the game where it can kind of fall away from an American player, because it's very, 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 very difficult to break a masked grenadier blob. He actually lost a lot of his grens, however. He does have one there, and that's actually it. But if he's smart, he'll still be buying. I don't know why he put a unit in that building. That's strange. He just decided to, I don't know, I'm going to chill all my dudes in buildings because, hey, why not? So I do get another sniper, of course. If he doesn't have one already, he will build a Terror Officer right after he notices I have another sniper, which is too bad. But right now I'm just biding my time. I should be repairing these AT guns. I'm repairing this one. I'm repairing this one. And another Calliope barrage going off in the middle of nowhere actually almost kills a Grand Squad, which is cool. That was kind of a lucky off the cuff Calliope barrage. But is he mining? Yes, he's finally mining again. 3 mines right here. That will be deadly if I run into it with a squad. And yeah, I'm just shooting my Calliope whenever it comes off cooldown because it comes off cooldown so quickly. And this guy for some reason didn't want to get repaired. I kept right clicking on him and he would never get repaired. I think I was like clicking on the crew or something. But I think I finally do manage to get him. I do have how many? 1, 2, 3 AT guns on the field, which is a fairly sizable force. However, he does have so many repair bunkers repairing his King Tiger, which makes it very, very, very difficult for me to punch through. And he's just kind of camping out on the VP. My VP's 159 for him to my 449, so I do have a lot of time. However, the longer you wait as an American player, yay, my Shrek spot. And he's going to assault grenade. Do I notice? I notice a bit too late, but I kind of dodged, but I don't dodge that one because my guys are stupid. And stop. And then I charge and realize, oh no, he can throw 2 more, and they almost kill me, so I run away. In the middle, my AT guns are getting shot at, and my engineers are kind of running away. And what was I going to say? I was saying something before. Oh yeah, in the late game, it's kind of difficult for an American player, regardless of his VP advantage, to break away from a hold like this. Because you see, I'm moving in my Panther, and oh, I lost an engineer over there. I'm moving in my Pershing, sorry. And he's retreating with his rear armor facing me, which is kind of dumb of him. But I'm not really doing that much damage. My AT guns could be in a better position. I did pop field repairs because I didn't want to lose this Pershing. And he did have to retreat, however, because I did do a decent amount of damage with all my AT guns, and my Calliope even coming up into the mix, bringing rifles in as well, but these rifles are going to get destroyed. I do have my sniper in, just doing a little bit of damage, and field repairs. My Calliope actually dies, which is a bit of micro on my part. I really shouldn't have had him in the battle so far forward. I am moving my AT guns. Oh man, I lost another engineer squad. I am moving my AT guns up to try to snipe these Panthers. Of course, they're missing everything, and kill a Grand Squad and a Panther, yay! And this one AT gun. What? Okay, there we go. The other terror officer, and now let's see, is he going to drop? Yep, drops Firestorm again, and I'm slow to the draw on this one, and I actually don't really see where it's coming. So I'm like, oh no, what do I do? So I moved multiple, because as I mentioned in previous casts, if you don't see where the smoke is, if you're not on the screen when it drops, you will never see it. So I was looking frantically and couldn't see anything, so I was sad about that. But it's only 1 AT gun. I have 3 more. However, I do only have 2 rifle squads because I've lost 2 fairly carelessly. I only have 1 engineer squad as well. However, my 2 rifles are vetted, and he's kind of annoying me with this 1 pioneer on the right hand side. He's doing a good job right now. He knows if he can cap back as much of the map as possible, not only will he have more resources to spend on things like firestorms and stuff like that, but I will also have less resources. Of course, he is planting a mine right there. That's cool, but it's going to take him a day and a half to build because it's a 1-man pioneer squad. And he also knows that if he can cap as much as possible, I will have very little in terms of map control, and I'll be pop capped. You see, I'm almost pop capped right now. I'm at 48 over 55, which is still a fair amount to have. However, if he can cap maybe like this point, I do kill. He did plant the mine, but I shot the pioneers and they blew up the mine because he was standing right beside it. So good thing to do is to shift click your dudes after you're done planting a mine, have them plant the mine, and then shift move away. First of all, it makes it less obvious to your opponent that you're planting a mine, because pioneers assume a very, very distinctive positioning when they plant mines. Same with engineers. They kind of overlap on top of each other. It's like 3 dudes standing in one spot. It's interesting. He is also camoing with his terror officer and gets sniped by the Pershing, but the terror officer is such a badass, it still survives. And another drop. However, I'm going to be able to safely get away from this one. Doesn't really do much damage. Kills 1 man. However, I did manage to dodge that. And I completely forget what I was saying. I don't know. Oh well. I'm kind of worried about what I'm going to do. I'm like, it's going to be another one of those games. I'm barraging the base now because I realize it's completely stupid to keep barraging the King Tiger, because he now has his third repair bunker up, so he's just